but I didn't do any hard drugs or anything. And I just really want to stay out so I can keep my job.
Yeah, it's a horrible circle you placed yourself in.
I just want to stay out for my son and my job.
So when you were doing the cocaine, how much were you thinking about your son?
Well, young lady, game's up. You may have just run into the immovable object.
This is a story about revocation and redemption, or at least it would be if we could be sure there is actual redemption going on. Last week, Judge Simpson saw this defendant. She hasn't been able to stay away from the nose candy, and she rolled into court ready to use her 15-year-old son and 2 jobs as hedges against jail. That went so well for her that she earned an immediate vacation from all her responsibilities. She definitely has some time to ponder life, and today it sounds like she's at least learned to say the right things. Will Judge Simpson be moved to give her another chance? Let's roll those.
Court calls case, People versus Whitney Mitchell.
Judge calls for people. Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Ms. Mitchell. State your name for the record, please.
Whitney Mitchell.
You take your hands out of your pockets. All right, what are we doing?
We're here for a pretrial and also a bond violation report.
Yes.
So there's a couple of things. I guess there's 3 kind of things to address here. The first is the cocaine. I did talk to Ms. Mitchell about it. She did test the day after her arraignment. She denies using cocaine after her arraignment. This was her first test after being ordered on bond. And her arraignment was on the 17th and the test was the 18th. So her assertion is that it was from prior to given the bond conditions. Regarding her use of cocaine, however, she has seen a doctor at the University of Michigan where she is beginning the process to enroll in treatment there. She has an appointment tomorrow at 2:30. And they are, the letter that she provided me that's dated today says that they've spoken with the addiction treatment team and are working to place her into intensive treatment and detox services. And tomorrow will be the follow-up appointment. Regarding the THC, she does have a medical marijuana card and did provide that to community corrections. And
What about a diluted sample? Go ahead.
Yeah, the dilute is the third piece here. I asked her about it. I also tried to get kind of a definition from community corrections. I didn't receive one, but her explanation was that she woke up, didn't eat anything, drank some water, took her kids to school, and then went to community corrections as is her normal routine. She didn't have any insight into what happened, and I don't know why. We both don't know why it would be diluted. We have no explanation for that. She was very clear with me that she did not try to skirt community corrections or anything like that. She said she wouldn't even know how to. So given all that, Your Honor, my request is to keep her out of custody, let her go to this appointment at the University of Michigan, see if they can get her into treatment and detox. She is employed. She has 2 jobs and a young child. She works at the University of Michigan and at Five Guys. How old's your son?
He's not young. He's 15, but I still care for him every day. Drive him back and forth to school, cook him dinner.
I have a second offense operating while intoxicated at this point on this case. That is alleged to have occurred back in June. And I have a test result that shows up on the 18th as positive for cocaine. Her next test, though, is a diluted sample.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
So what that was, I wasn't doing any drugs like cocaine or anything. I was smoking marijuana, and then I'm like, I remember I called and asked, is it okay if I can smoke? And they were like, we don't know. Then I found out yes. So I drank some bottles of water before the test, but I didn't do any hard drugs or anything. And I just really want to stay out so I can keep my jobs and stuff. And I can, because if I lose the job, then I won't be able to go to the treatment because I won't have the insurance.
Yeah, it's a horrible circle you placed yourself in.
Yes, it's all my fault.
Oh, it absolutely is all your fault.
I have a problem and I'm willing to try to get it fixed now.
Is that
I'm-
before or after you kill somebody with a car?
I don't,
This is your second offense, or at least alleged second offense.
Your Honor, I don't plan on killing anyone. I really plan on.
Nobody ever does.
Okay, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I just want to stay out for my son and my job.
So when you were doing the cocaine, how much were you thinking about your son?
I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about myself then, being selfish.
So why are you bringing him up now, saying you want to be out with him when you weren't thinking about him when you were doing the cocaine?
Because to see the look on his face when I told him I was coming, and to think to prioritize that stuff ahead of him, and with the good stuff I finally do have going in my life. When I start doing good, I just want to be on a straight and narrow and get clean and stay out. I don't want to have to start from scratch. No, my mercy is in your hands.
Here's the thing I don't get. The test results from June 30th show in her system alcohol, methamphetamine, and cocaine. That's at the end of June, very beginning of July. So you're sitting up here telling me you're sincere about this, invoking your son, doing all of that stuff, yet 3 months later, or a little less than 3 months later, I still have cocaine in your system.
It's an addiction problem.
What?
It's an addiction problem.
So when exactly did you figure that out?
Now I'm going through all this stuff.
Yeah, you want to get here. You're an addict. You're going to get here and try to tell me anything and everything in the world to try to keep yourself out of trouble and keep from being accountable. That's what you're doing.
I just want to keep the positive things going in my life. I'm willing to admit my wrongs. Like,
Anything else?
Well, Your Honor, I'd ask that you take into consideration the fact that she does have an appointment tomorrow to address.
I don't
Her
know what
addiction.
game she's playing. She's playing a game.
If the court
If
does,
she was really serious about it. I mean, what right now is causing her to do all of this? Being in court? Well, she knew she was headed there from the time that she got stopped on this. And why is it taken over 30 days from the time of her arraignment for all of a sudden for her to have this appointment?
I work 2 jobs. I just don't want to lose everything.
and Your Honor, we have been in communication. We talked about this. She's willing to do treatment. I think she's admitted to the court that it would be helpful for her. I agree. On a lot of these cases, it's helpful, right? I guess I'd ask the court take that into consideration today. If the court does remand her,
I don't know what she's going to do the moment she walks out here. I have no idea.
I'm going to go to work.
I have no idea what she's going to do. The sad fact of the matter is, I don't think she does either. Because the cold hard reality is, June, she's picked up. She has cocaine and meth in her system, as well as alcohol. So I'm surprised she's not dead. She has a previous drunk driving before that. So between the end of June, so let's just say the beginning of July, coming up into September, she's still using.
yeah,
And then when all of that kind of catches up with her, now I'm going to get myself enrolled in treatment, or I'm going to get myself enrolled in this. But even from the point of the time that she first saw me on the 17th of September till now, she hasn't done anything. Really? She's got an appointment tomorrow. How come that appointment isn't taking place 4 weeks ago, if not 3 or 4 months ago, quite frankly?
I just work so many hours and just try to take care of our kid. I should have made it 3 weeks ago, but I'm trying to take.
You got an excuse for everything. Yes. Everything coming out of your mouth is an excuse.
I just want to do better.
If I am able to communicate with the doctor and coordinate some kind of plan moving forward, can I submit that to the court for your consideration?
Certainly you may, but you can have a plan, but then she's going to need to do it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, she's coming before me. She's telling me everything that she's telling me, but she's lying to me like she's been lying to everybody in her family and everybody around her for I don't know how long, but certainly over the last year. Well, young lady, game's up. You may have just run into the immovable object. If you're going to tell yourself that you're going to do this, then you're going to do it. But you're not going to come up here and just kind of give me this and that, and I'm going to do this, and this is why, and everything like that. If you want to make a commitment, then you make the commitment. And you got time to think about the commitment. Defendant's bond is hereby ordered revoked. I will adjourn the pretrial hearing to next week on the 22nd, and she can come here with a better plan than what she's got now. 9 a.m. on the 2nd. Court calls the case, People versus Whitney Mitchell.
That's spells to the people. Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Penny on behalf of Ms. Mitchell. State your name for the record.
Whitney Mitchell.
Thank you.
Your Honor, this was adjourned from last Wednesday when Ms. Mitchell was remanded. As the court knows, I requested that she stay out of custody so she can go to treatment that was kind of in process of being set up by the University of Michigan. I did want to provide the court an update. I've been fighting with University of Michigan records and HIPAA laws and all that good stuff over the last 5 business days. They won't tell me anything because of the HIPAA. So I haven't made much progress there regarding that appointment she had last week and the follow-up appointment. However, Ms. Mitchell and I have had multiple conversations since then. She did inform me that she was, and I got a little information about the program she was already set up in. There was outpatient treatment that she set up back in August. That is through the University of Michigan's addiction treatment program. She is also, they work it out with her work schedule because she works from 12 to 8. She would attend that treatment for 3 days a week from, I think you said 9 a.m. to 12. And she indicated that she didn't get really started in that program because she had to go file some paperwork through her job so she could have an hour missed and show up late because she was doing that program. She was behind on some bills and just didn't get that ball rolling. However, she was enrolled in that program. So today I would renew my request to release her. She is, if she's released, able to start that outpatient, from what you explained to me, outpatient program as soon as her boss signs off on that approval, that work exemption. She is very concerned about her losing her 2 jobs. She works at the University of Michigan full-time, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and then works 12 hours at Five Guys on the weekends from 8 to 8. She is concerned that if she loses her job, she will not have the insurance to cover her outpatient program that she did set up. So today we're requesting an adjournment of the pretrial and for the court to consider releasing her to that program. Again, I have not been able to get any further details. I even emailed the doctor directly and to see if they'd give me any information, but didn't get anywhere there. So again, we're asking for her release today
Anything from the people?
Your Honor, as the court will recall, the last time we were here, the court reviewed with the defendant her history of dilute and positive tests. I know the defendant has not had any violations on her scram tether at the time that we were here last. I don't know if it's still on or not, but I would ask that if any release continue to include that scram tether. And if there is a continued pattern of dilute tests, I'm going to be requesting remand until trial. This is an OWI offense. I'm very concerned for public safety, but I recognize that the defendant is somebody that needs to be rehabilitated, so that way the community can be safer from her. So I will leave it in the discretion of the court with the caveats of asking for continued electronic monitoring.
Anything you want to say?
Yes, last time you told me to think long and hard, and I've had 7 days to think long and hard. And this is not a game. I just want to get out and try to salvage my job and go to the 3 days a week treatment. And I apologize for not thinking. And I will have self-control and just go to work and do my drug test, come home.
The young lady on this side back, is she with you?
All three of them are with me.
Or who do I have?
Mom, grandma, and that's my auntie.
Your grandmother showed up with you
Last time. Now it's my mom, my grandma, and my auntie, but I'm older than her. So it's like
I don't even know that.
I'm older.
When I look at him, you look older than all.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I said it.
Oh.
You're going to end up. Let me ask you this. Why do you think I locked you up?
BSing, me trying to beat around the bush. And like you said, 7 long days of being locked down for 23 hours. I thought about it. It's not worth it. You can literally lose everything at the drop of a dime.
Yeah. And you sat there, not that people don't have answers for everything, but you had an answer and an excuse for everything that happened. And then you did the worst thing that you can possibly do with me. I don't know whether you knew it or not. And that is you try to use your child as a shield to stop something from happening.
That was stupid.
Yeah, you were.
I'm not hurting nobody but my family and my child by doing this.
Your grandmother was with you last time, and now the other 2 ladies that come down try to figure out what they're going to figure out what to do. Mom, grandma, you want to say anything? Who are you, ma'am? Either one of you, whoever wants to say something to you.
My mom probably, my grandma's probably too nervous.
I think grandma last time mentioned she can't hear very well.
Oh,
so
okay.
she might
Can we get her the? That might. Yeah. Does that help, Grandma? Yeah. Okay. Was there anything you wanted to tell me?
Well, I think that we need to go to treatment, to rehab. I think she should be in a treatment and stay and continue to go to a treatment.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Mom, was there something you wanted to say? Is that Mom?
I concur with my mother. Been working with my daughter a long time. I agree she needs help. I've been working on it, calling, so whether through the university or I have to come out my pocket to find her somewhere to go. I'm committed to doing that because she's the only child that I have. So if you give her a chance, I put myself on the line. I know that, but I'm not going to give up. All that.
All right. Okay, thank you. Huh?
That's right. Then the same thing that you did last week. I watched the entire thing on YouTube. Sorry, I wasn't able to come, but I can work.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
But we've been having discussions for a long time, so you were right. She's been lying for a long time. But now that crap has hit the fan, she sees how it affects everybody, not only her. Hopefully, she'll follow through what she said, and you can start life. You start a dream.
Thank you. Somehow, although your mom wasn't here, somehow, when I looked at your grandmother, I knew what I was telling you, you had already been told before, probably repeatedly. So I'm not really clear, although I wasn't sure of that, I'm not really clear when you showed up here why you decided that you thought it was going to work. I mean, I know I look stupid, but I'm really not. How many times were you testing a week?
Twice a week.
And at the outpatient program, she will be tested 3 times a week there as well.
Yep, 3 times a week.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you know I'm doing this in a lot of ways for your grandmother and your mother. I hear your mother very clearly. She's been trying. She's not going to give up on you. So I don't know them, but they seem like 2 very dear people. So if you let them down, fair warning, if you don't think I'm real, you'll find out. If you let them down, I'm sending you, and there's not going to be anything you're going to say to me. Are we clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what I will do is I'll adjourn this to the 5th of November, 2025 at 9. I'll set your bond at a personal recognizance. Your testing at community corrections will increase to 3 times per week. I'll take a look at that after you're enrolled in some type of treatment program and where that's going as to whether or not I'm going to let you test there and not test here, but I certainly want. So you could potentially do 5. You could potentially be testing every day.
It's fine. I'm all y'all gonna get from me is juice and water. I'm not, yeah, this is serious. I need to keep my job and keep my place, and I'm tired of
You
hurting
know what?
them.
You keep talking about your job and your place. Here's what the real issue is, and what your mother is trying to tell you. You need to keep your life. It isn't about the job. It's not about where you're living. It's not about any of that. It's about just living. Did you hear the last thing your mother said?
She's not giving up on me.
She's not giving up on you, but she wants you to kind of work through this so you can have a life.
Yeah, it's not the life I've been living. It's really not a life.
No, it's not. And the problem is, and your mom knows this and grandma knows this, if you kept along the same path, you're going to end up dead. The only thing that they're going to be celebrating is your life at some homecoming ceremony or homegoing ceremony or funeral. And you need to understand that that's how serious it is. There's not really a monetary value that you're trying to place on it. It isn't about that. Anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Did you put this right?
Are you on the scram now?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that will continue.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies, for coming down. Do appreciate it.